live. I wasn't gonna do a live. I felt awful at the minute. I wasn't gonna do a live because I wasn't feeling very well not long ago. Still feel rough. Still look rough. I'm only going doing this by the phone, so yeah. So if I can't keep up with comments, guys, if I miss comments, do apologise because I'm only doing my by the phone. Yeah, not feeling 100%. Not feeling very well tonight. Alright, can you let Chris and Brian know I'm live? They'll either that or they'll come in. Hey Lucas, how you doing? Yeah, Laura, just let Brian and Chris know on my comment section on Facebook. Hey Lucas, you've said that twice. But this is just like a pre-video before Monday. I am knackered, Lucas. I'm knackered, but how are you? Okay, cheers, Laura. Um, I'm knackered. I've got a sore nose. It's really scratchy at the minute. But anyway, this is just like a pre-video before Monday. I haven't got the yeah, I know. I was. Do you know what? I was feeling ill. About a couple of hours ago. I don't know whether I've got some sort of cold or something. I'm not sure, Brian, but I was not feeling at all good. Um, YouTube addict, yeah, pretty much. But anyway, everybody's jumping in. This is a pre-video before Monday because Monday we'll be talking about Area 51. And I want to know what topics you guys want me to discuss within that topic about Area 51. Oh my god, my nose. Oh, it's really sore around here in my nose, like all around here and everything. It's like really sore. So I don't know what's caused that, but I've not got my PC on. Um, yeah, I haven't got my PC on, so I'm relying on seeing the comments firsthand through the app. We know how much that fails sometimes, so I do apologise if I miss anybody's comments. So, different parts of Area 51, what do you guys want to see? And as you can see, I'm sitting here on the sofa near PowerPoint. So we've got full power on all the time. Is it real? What are they hiding? Why do they fly in their employees? Do you think there are aliens working on the base? Interesting, Brian. There's one part of it that I do find weird, that even if you get past that line and you get so far into the base, you're shot dead. Doesn't matter who you are. You're shot dead because you're deemed a threat. It's shoot to kill. It's shoot to kill for sure. One of the most protected bases in the United States is Area 51. There must be a real reason why we cannot go to there or see anything about there. You know what it is? Someone should get a job there and then tell us what's going on there. They should get a job and just do the whole secret act. They will shoot you on sight. The security guards aren't military police. They... Oh, blimmin' hell. Yeah, they'll shoot to kill. Doesn't matter if you seem to be a threat. Um, Pretty much. There was a case of a couple of old women who didn't see the signs for the base, and they went so far in, and they were basically what was it, chased down by the truck, and yeah, and basically escorted back off. So that was a security detail that they had to put into their little security records for that day. So, because even where you've got the line to the base to the road, adjacent to that is a whole virtual line and sensors round the base. Like they're hidden under rocks and things, and literally, if you're caught, you can get shot. As you know, I wonder if they've ever scrambled jet fighters. To be honest, to a threat kind of thing. So, what's everybody else up to? Oh, my nose. I went to sneeze so badly. I've gone to the area a couple of times, got up to the invisible, do not cross line. Machinery with an AK-47 in street clothes jumped into his SUV and ran us, telling us, get the fuck out. Oh, that's not good. It's just interesting, the whole aspect of Area 51. There's something there that they don't want you to see. There's something there. I'm just sneezing a bit. I'm gonna sneeze badly in a minute. I lived in California in my younger years. It was only a 5-hour drive. That's not too bad. Yeah, because it's in the Nevada desert, isn't it? So it's not that far between. And the dog's sniffing around. I don't know what he wants. Oh, my nose is really itchy. And I'm going to sneeze at some point during this vlog. They fly all out their employees' aircraft. Any employee that either died or mystery or comes up missing. Yeah, there was some bloke, I can't remember what his name was. He went on some TV station or something, and he was an ex-employee. And he mysteriously came up dead months afterwards. So, yeah, I can't remember what the bloke's name was. Don't try mango cola, it's rubbish. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember what the bloke's name was though, Brian. I can't remember what his name was. Yeah, I can't remember what the bloke's name was. I'm trying to get rid of a notification. But he came up dead months later. He's like giving out information what's actually going on there. There was in one base, there was aliens or something. Because there's compartments within Area 51. There's like 4 or 5 what I would call little huts. And in one of them he said was such and such. And one was aliens and something else. I can't... This is why tomorrow is like research day, I guess. Find go through some research that you can find here on YouTube. But yeah, it's top secret, to be honest. Will we ever find out what goes on there? Probably not. Neither do I, but once a month there's normally sightings of unidentified spacecraft. Yeah, because they're working on some sort of what's it? Basically, they believe that aliens have got a technology that can make a craft just sit there, just hovering, and they're trying to. I think if I remember, they were trying to reverse engineer that that bit of technology. That's the last thing I remember seeing about that. Is about that technology. Like they're trying to reverse engineer the hover part of the craft, and I don't think they've ever been able to yet. Mark, they have just cancelled the buses here. Well, I don't think we're in for any more snow. Hold on a sec. Hey Siri, is it going to snow tomorrow? No. Only snow tonight. Don't know why they've cancelled the buses in your area when it's so early. It's like 20 to 7. Is it? I would take you guys outside, but I've got hardly no battery, and plus we'll lose Wi-Fi signal, so... But yeah, so that's the last thing I remember about Area 51 is that they were trying to reverse engineer the hovering part from another craft that they somehow got hold of. I can't remember whether they got the hold of that when it was Roswell or not. I can't remember whether in Roswell they got that craft or not. I think the base has existed since World War Two. What was that? Los Angeles Joint spacecraft was spotted. In some ways, I think they were building something in case they couldn't win the war. Pretty much, I don't know. Weather balloons. It's like that time, I think it was about 2007. Now, all around the UK, everyone was spotting these 3 sets of crafts. They were in a triangle shape, and they were being spotted past motorways. Even I spotted them in our back garden. We were in our back garden. I actually stood there and watched 3 aircrafts just go round in a circle and then just whoosh away. Pretty much, yeah, pretty much everyone saw them, but yet they were like, we don't know what they were. No, it was on the news, but it wasn't ever identified as UFOs. It was just identified as something unexplained rather than UFOs. And it never said, oh, it was this and the other. It just like, oh, it's unexplained. We don't know what they were. You know. Okay, Laura, talk to you later. So yeah, they didn't say what they were, but they were definitely 3 triangle-shaped objects. And it wasn't just me who spotted them. It was, hey, Clow, how you doing? A bit ill today, so, you know. So the three objects, 3 triangle-like objects. never could be explained, ever. And I don't know why that was, but it's never been explained even to this day, and I still remember it 11 years later. So, there's been many signs of UFOs that have never been explained, and whenever you try to like tell someone your theory, you're always classed as mad because people don't think, they think you're seeing things, it's not true, it's all in your head, blah blah blah. Pretty much. Any encounters can be traced back all the way to the ancient Egyptians. Hieroglyphics and Egyptian pyramids show alien spacecrafts, and they also show Egyptians playing with something that looks like a laptop. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that coming up in some research, actually. Um, some sort of kind of like laptop kind of thing, yeah. Oh, yeah, some sort of laptop kind of thing. So they were saying, oh, that. See, somebody used that in the time travel nonsense, I think it was, saying that, oh, this thing that was shown in the hieroglyphics was like a future iPad that was brought back to the past, blah, blah, blah. That's what they said anyway. But I remember doing. People have been seeing since the beginning of time. Yeah, I guess so. Clout. Yeah, there's been so many sightings, but nothing ever's been definitive. But apart from Roswell, I guess if you believe what happened in Roswell, um, I've got to look that up a bit more. I want to set up a bit, guys, because no, 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 no. Ah, we nearly had a problem there, guys. Oh, Adolf Hitler was a firm believer in aliens and time travel. He had his scientists work on time travel devices, and rumor is Hitler got his hands on alien technology. Pretty much, he could have. Could have got his hands on alien technology. Um, who knows, really? Who knows? We weren't. Some of us weren't even alive for the war, kind of thing. So all the rumors are just rumors, isn't it? At the moment, till you find proper proof about it. That's the whole thing about it. Oh. Till we have proper proof, we don't know what's going on in this world, and I believe there's something out there because it can't just be us, you know. Because if there was just us, that's just stupid. It'd be stupid just to believe, oh, it's us and that's it, you know. Uh, because it'd be illogical to think that we are the only race in this whole galaxy, which is billions and billions of miles long, billions and billions of years old, with evolution and, you know, evolution, whatever way you want to call it. Um, it can't just be us. We cannot be the only civil society, and I say civil loosely. We cannot be the only race of society in this whole universe. We cannot be. German scientists were ahead of us. They were after. While I choke live on camera. Uh, mm. Ah, Hanzik Brian, I'll read that comment again. We're ahead of us. That's why after the war, instead of jailing them, the US and Russia hired them, and they helped develop the H bomb and that Hitler was working on. Was working on in crafts. That got us into space. Yeah, but see, when it comes to the space race, right? Did we really make it to the moon? Did we really make it anywhere? If you guys know that I've done a video about that, was the moon landings fake? Brian's saying, well, they got us into space, but did it? Did we get into space? Did we get into outer orbit? Did we get to the moon? Who knows? We will never know. Pretty much. No, we didn't get to the moon. They got us into orbit. Yeah, there was a lot of research I did about the moon landings, and it pretty much faced to the point where the equipment that was used for the moon landing, that they said, and then you looked at the research and understood, right, okay, you can only go so far with the equipment you've got because you've not got enough protection. And I believe we've got into orbit, but I don't think we've got that far. I think the after looking at some of the evidence that the moon landing was actually faked, because there was just certain things like you look for the research and like, okay, so if they go past a certain point in the orbit, you have to be so much heat resistant. You know, you can only get so far with it. So, yeah, it's an interesting topic, guys. Interesting. But you can only get so far unless you find a way to be completely heat retardant. You know. I don't think they had the technology to get that far. Elon Musk at the moment is NASA. The reason why our government is letting him shoot stuff into our atmosphere is they don't have to worry about messing up. They take no blame. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But he's doing quite well, to be fair. With his little team. Bissell, no bucking. No bucking. Yeah, Elon Musk is doing fantastically well, the research that he's doing. And with what he's doing with aircraft. I think it costs him $1 million per rocket, isn't it? Something like that. $1 million per rocket to shoot it up into the orbit. He must have money to burn, to be honest. He must have money to burn if he can do things like that, to be fair. Didn't he put a Tesla up in orbit or something? And then this other thing he put up into orbit, I can't remember what it was. But he was on about some sort of capsule that had like terabytes and terabytes of data that he decided that he was going to put on some hard drive or something, and that was it. Humans are alien hybrids, most probably, Clout. If Musk succeeds, then they will jump on the bandwagon. He's going to be the one who actually gets us to Mars and beyond. Then almost done developing a craft that will get you from LA to San Francisco in 30 minutes. Bloody hell. A man in a spacesuit in a Tesla. Is that what they did? I think there's a camera on there as well. You can watch it live. I think there's some sort of camera on there. But there was also there was something else he launched within that, and I can't remember what it was called. But it was a hard drive of some sort that had like terabytes and terabytes of stuff on it, and I can't remember. It was handpicked by him. Everything that was on that drive that was sent up into space was handpicked by him and put into orbit with one of his things. Whether it's live and connected and you can get to it, who knows? I'm not sure. Math, there's many inventors. Once she succeeds, those inventors, yeah, instant billionaires, I know. And the thing is about all these space launches now with Musk, it's like it's amazing that he's not had one issue so far. He's not had one issue. It's all gone straight to plan straight away. It's not been an issue at all. So I don't know what he's doing right that the governments aren't doing, because there's been loads of failed crafts. Their procedures and all that. So I don't know. I don't know what he's done differently. I look so rough from this angle. So I'm trying to relax my arm because I've been holding that for about half an hour. So who knows who will be the space race? I mean, there was talks of Richard Branson being able to do it. He was coming up with his own. I don't know whether he joined with Musk himself, because you don't really hear much about it. You don't hear much about the Virgin, whatever it was called, Virgin something. I can't remember what he called it, but who knows? But anyway, when the video comes out Monday about the Area 51, I'm sure there's people that there'll be some research. I'll say the Area 51 is just a hologram or something, or whatever. I'm sure there'll be some sort of silly research and conspiracy theory concerning that. There's probably conspiracy theories that there's basically nothing under there. It'll just be some like big canteen. The last NASA tragedy in 2004, crashing exploding on set. Right, let's see what that comment said. They had outdated 30-year-old aircrafts going into space to keep up the illusion that our space history is legit, which I doubt. It's probably, yeah, exactly. I think something weird about it all, but unless you're working for these organisations, you don't know what's going on. Because if do you remember an autistic person? His name was Gary McKinnon. I think it's Gary McKinnon. He was autistic, and back in about 1998, he successfully hacked into the NASA systems, and and he was, I don't know whether if you've seen the story, but he got in there because the systems basically had passwords that were just password. You know, the usernames would just had lists of users and passwords that are just password. And before he got caught, he was just loading an image of something, and he could see it was like some sort of alien. And basically it just loaded, just if I remember, and the terminal got shut down on him. So he NASA lies, yeah, pretty much. But that thing with Gary McKinnon, like I say, he successfully got into the NASA systems, and the U.S. government tried to say that he caused like $45,000 worth of damage to computer systems, but you don't know. You don't know what could have happened. Launch. On launcher. They didn't tell the crew. They allowed them to attempt to come back knowing they were going to die. That is not good. But this, like I say, they said Gary McKinnon caused like $45,000 worth of damage, which he couldn't have done. If he's just going through the terminal, he's not going to do any damage. He's just found a way to exploit the system, which apparently there wasn't just him. In Gary McKinnon's case, the only reason why he got found out is because he was using no VPN. He was using nothing to protect his own location and IP address. He was doing nothing to do that. He was doing nothing to protect himself. But there was hackers on there that apparently in the hundreds of thousands of people, you know, hacking NASA systems, and they all know willingly that was happening. They knew. But the only reason why I guess they went after Gary McKinnon is because in my eyes, is because he didn't protect himself. He didn't protect his location. On modern day phones, right? I'm not a stranger to say this, but I use a VPN. I use a VPN all the time to securely lock my location from websites, from my own service provider, because I don't want them getting extra data on me. I can't be doing with that. NASA had another mission going into orbit and could have sent them up earlier to save the Columbia, but they said it was too risky and didn't want to send up more astronauts to die. Man, that's mad, isn't it? Oh. Well, they pretty much knew they were sending people on a death wish, so they were like signing the death warrant for them. You know, they were literally signing their death warrant, pretty much, in that case. You know, that's bad. That like they knew they were gonna die because they couldn't basically come back. It's like mad. They were literally like signing their death warrant, which, nah, that's not right, is it? But this is the government, after all, and we have no say or control over them. Feeding the fish from above, yeah, basically. But yeah, they were. That's bad though. Like, pretty much once they were up in orbit and they couldn't come back, the U.S. government signed their death warrant. Basically, in a way, is what you're saying. I think there is some truth to that, but I think NASA knew this spacecrafts were not fit to go into space. Definitely not to go as far as they were. Well, they think to prove that we've never been to the moon. Yeah. I don't think. Do you think intentionally they knew? If they knew intentionally, like they would have done it. If they knew intentionally, if they knew purposely that that was going to kill them, do you think that they would have really sent them up? But I don't know. I don't know. It's pretty much one of them hard things. They should have told the crew so they could say goodbye to their families. Yeah, yeah, they should have. Pretty much. They should have. But it's like in hindsight, really. I bet it was like a big cover up. Pretty much. You tell them that you're gonna die. Yeah, right. Well, it's the honourable thing to do. Like if you were going on a mission, actually, if you had the warning and you knew that it was gonna kill you, you wouldn't have done it anyway. You wouldn't have done it if you knew. Anybody is fight and flight, isn't it? So if you knew it was going to kill you, you wouldn't have done it. You would have said, "Nah, no, I'm not doing it." That's but they obviously didn't know it was going to kill them. The government, if they knew, if they did know, that's a kick in the balls. To be honest, if they knew, it was going to happen, that's a bit shitty. To be fair. Oh, so I'm still rocking this sore nose, guys. For some reason, it's still so sore. But I will be going in the next half an hour. So yes, because I wasn't going to do long. The Columbia launch had a piece of the wing fly off. NASA saw it on camera. They knew 10 minutes into liftoff somehow that the wing held together during launch. Yeah, that's pretty weird. So we're only going to do another 20 minutes, guys, because I'm not going to do a long stream. NASA knew 100%. I don't follow it as much as everybody else. You know what I mean? I don't follow it. Everybody else knows more than I do about this situation. Wasn't the Columbia one the one with that woman on it? I can't remember. Or some woman that died, I can't remember. What do I follow? Not much, to be honest. Whatever's going on, I guess I follow the latest news and whatever takes my fancy on YouTube, I guess. There's time travel stuff recently with Apex TV. I've been subscribed to Apex for a long time, but there's not really much that really takes my fancy, to be honest. We live in a mysterious world, that's for sure. I remember one time when I was on holiday in Prestatyn in Wales, and I was looking over, because we were in like what they call chalet apartments, and we were on the top floor when I was 18, and I looked over to one side, and all I kept on seeing was these flying things going from side to side. Now, admittedly, they could have been like toys, or they could have been like things kids were playing with. It was like dark, so you really couldn't see. At the time, I didn't have a camera, so I couldn't record it, but it's very weird. These little mysterious things, for sure. NASA chose not to tell them, knowing the Columbia wouldn't make it back in one piece. They chose to let astronauts die rather than spend the money to save them. Yeah, governments. Governments for you. It's like governments waste a lot of money, and governments also still also do a lot of good sometimes, depending on what it is. But the bad doesn't, they more do bad than good, if you know what I mean. So it's not always good. What I gotta do to make you love me? So, yeah, government's a bit shady sometimes. It's just the way it goes. But we can't do anything about it. We all live at the whim of the governments. Whether that be your country, my country, everybody else's country. It's like, what they say what goes. Oh, anybody want a cold? I think I've got a bad one. Because that really, really feeling rough. So like I say, if I miss any comments, guys, it's just because I'm on my phone. There are two major space shuttle crashes: Challenger in 1986, Columbia in 2003. Yeah. Oh. So, thing is, as well, it just shows you if Elon Musk can send a craft up there, and he's done it, I think, twice already now, 2-3 times, and that come back safely, all good, not a problem. What's the excuses for NASA to not doing it? Challenger crash at takeoff. Made the rocket boosters expand and explode. I remember that one. I remember about that one, the Challenger one. I still remember the Columbia one because that was all over the news, especially for here anyway. We had it. Yeah. But if Elon Musk can... I think you should do a video on Musk, NASA, Columbia and Challenger. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind, Brian. I'll keep that in mind. I'm trying to fill the days with content, to be honest, and pretty much hard these days. I've been trying to get tidied up because if you all remember, I had that big mountain of rubbish that was in the background of my videos and the washing and all that. So trying to get that all sorted and sorted out and organised. It's amazing what one person collects. Over 13 years. You could do a full, I could, yeah, and then have its own playlist on my channel, yeah. Four part thing, because that's what playlists are for, which is good. And dog just farted. If you just heard that, anybody just hear that? No, he just farted. Genius! What a genius! Oh, my arms are aching. Beso, what's the matter, darling? He's sitting in the hallway all forlorn because he wants to play with me to play with a ball with him. Bess, what are you doing? What are you doing? Silly doggy-o. Yeah, 4-part series, like I say, Brian, I could put a playlist on the channel and do it like that. It's like I keep saying, once this channel becomes big enough and I can afford to get proper equipment like a MacBook and a proper camera, I'm going to start doing a few documentaries. Because if you didn't know, I used to have a Mac. This was going back a few years ago. So we should what? We should start our own government. We should start our own government, yeah. Won't work because there's overall ours. Doesn't matter what the human race does. The government of your country will always outrule any government you make yourself. It will outrule any time. Spring space travel is fascinating. The space era is really just beginning. Musk is in a modern day Tony Stark. Do you know what? I thought you said something else then, Brian. I thought you said something else. Goes to show my brains elsewhere these days. You know, I can hardly see the comments on this screen because it's so small. And, yeah, so I kind of struggle a bit. Kind of struggling a bit to see. That's why I can only really see one long comment at a time, so it's pretty hard. Oh. But yeah, getting into documentaries and stuff. When I've got the equipment and stuff, like places around the UK, if you want to see that, and yeah, I'm sure you'll all enjoy that. Luckily tonight is only a short stream because, as you can hear, I keep coughing and all that. So, yeah, it's just going to be a short stream today. Yeah, I think it would be good. Go and explore a few places in the UK. But we need to get the channel up, get the subscribers up, and yeah, somehow try and afford to pay for equipment. Because to get a MacBook, I think it's like 1,000, and then to get a decent camera, you're talking about £400. So you're looking at 1,400 to get started, to do it. Or I could do it the other way, which is like a £400 Mac Mini, and a £400 camera. So I don't know. We could do it two ways, but I'd rather something portable, you know, so we can get things done on the fly. But it's just getting that cash to do it. Because as you know, guys, if you know my background, you'll know I'm in the trials of having £11,000 worth of debt. So, yeah. The weirdest thing about that, though, if we're just going off topic, the The weirdest part about that day is I foresaw my debt situation happen. My internet is shit today. I'm getting choppy mark corn, yeah. Unfortunately, Brian. But I foresaw, or foreseen, whatever way you want to put that, I predicted it happening. I actually predicted my demise from the money situation to my illness. I predicted my demise. It's really weird. I even wrote about it. I predicted it. I foresaw it happening. Biss. Biss. Bissell. Oh, I've got to see what the dog's barking. Do you want to see what the dog's barking at, guys? Oh, my back. What's the matter, darling? What am I gonna do? Oh, what's the dog barking at? What? He's not there. There's no one there. You're saying things. Oh, the dog's seeing things again. Oh, yeah. It's nice and warm in here in this flat because I put the heating on once it started snowing a lot more. Oh. So guys, in 9 minutes time we're going to end the stream. Do at least, that's at least something for today. So yeah, in about 9 minutes, he's doing it again. Bass, oi, Mister, Bittle, oi, lay down. No, don't start. Bloody dog. So anyway, I foresaw the demise of myself, money and health-wise, and I wrote this. It's on my website actually. I wrote about the demise of my own situation, the demise of health, and I foresaw this back in 2012 and 2011. I predicted my health issues and predicted my money situation. Pretty much. Really weird how I did that. I even predicted that I was going to overcome my eating disorder, which was pretty... It was all pretty weird. When you look back at it and you think, oh, I guessed that, I predict that, and then, like, the years that you predicted it, it happened. And the weirdest part about it is these flashbacks or memories or whatever you want to call them, I have them a lot. You know, I predict a lot of demise, and what I can foresee things happening is pretty weird. And I don't know whether it's just coincidence or whether I did. Keep your head up, Mr. Corn. You're going to get through it. We all go through tough times. This is just a dark chapter. Yeah, it is pretty much, Brian. Pretty much. But it's weird how I predicted the demise of it. It's weird. Yeah, but Clout, the thing is, you're predicting that. But what I'm saying is, I predicted certain things that are happening now back in 2011 and 2012. You know, I predicted certain things and they are happening. The money situation I predicted, the stuff with my heart I predicted, and the diabetes I predicted, and it's really, really weird. It's probably in one of my books somewhere actually that I've wrote, in one of my journals. There's a few predictions that I've put in. But how the hell you predict something and it happens, whether it's just coincidence it happened or you did foresee it. You know, it's really, really weird. So we're just under 5 minutes away from ending the live stream, guys. Just under 5 minutes. Because I'm going to try and get some stuff tidied up. Ain't no one dying. We were put on this earth for a purpose, and that purpose is to expose time travelers. Yeah. And to eat tacos. Yeah, Brian, stop mentioning food. Come on, you'll make me hungry again. I'm on a diet. I think it's because it's psychological or something. You all keep mentioning food as somewhat psychological. It'll play on my mind now, and then in a few hours' time, I'm going to be bloody starving. But pretty much weird. My purpose is to expose bullshit. Pretty much everybody's on that agenda, Clout. Everyone's on that agenda. Everyone's on their own path, whether it's a winding road with bumps in it, whether it's a smooth road. Everyone's got a different purpose in life, and everyone's got a different road to go down to. It may not be the same one as everybody else, but you've got your own, pretty much. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it, for sure. You know, you've got your own road, whether it's got bumps in it, whether it's smooth. It's never always going to be smooth, that's for sure. Life's never, ever that easy. If life was so easy for everyone, we'd all be happy and we'd all be different and life would be a different thing. You know, if we were all the same, life would be boring, as they say. Life would be monotonous and mundane. So, pretty much. Oh, we've got 4 thumbs up and 4 people watching, apparently. But, yeah, that's life. That's life. As Frank Sinatra would say. And all people say. Riding high in April. Shot down in May. Pretty much. But interesting topic today. But before Monday, guys, if you're all watching Monday, new video, taking Sunday off. Yeah, Monday about NASA. So do check that out. Now, how can I check my Telegram, Steve? Right, I'm on a live stream. Jeez. I saw it come up. The answer to your question, by the way, if you want to know the question, want to know the answer, is you hold down on it and it will come up with a list. You hold down on the name, right? Hold down on the name and then it will come up add as moderator. See, there you go. My son is going through a kissing phase. He just walked to my phone and at least somebody loves me, Brian. At least somebody loves me. Mine didn't. Well, it's supposed to, Steve. It's supposed to. It is supposed to. Hold down on the name, and then it should pop up with a menu, and then, you know, it's supposed to. If you're doing it from the phone. If you're doing it from the website, next to, you've got the comment on the thing, and then you've got 3 little dots on the right hand side. You click that and then it says add as moderator. So we've got under a minute left before this stream ends. We're coming up to 59 minutes and 16, 17, 18. Just wanted to make a quick stream. Pretty much. Seeing as I'm not feeling very well. And don't forget on Monday, guys, the NASA video, Area 51 video, Where's My Mind, is out on Monday. It's just going to be me talking about it. So if you get bored of my voice, don't watch it. If you love my voice, sit, watch. Just watch it without the video. Just listen to my soothing, sexy voice. As one troll said to me last week, you have a face for radio. Pretty much. But anyway, guys, slap a like on this video if you liked it. Give me a dislike if you didn't like this video. Hit that bell icon to receive every video destruction I upload. And I'm going to go now because it's been an hour. And I did say an hour only. So, I'm going to go. I'm going to sign off. See you all in later. Brian, I'll catch you on Messenger. Steve, I'll chat you on Telegram. And if Chris watches this far, I'll catch you on Messenger. See you later, guys. Signing off. Bye-bye.